Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to part 2. In part 1, when I left you, I just finished doing the index. So now all that we have to do is the captcha, ensure that the captcha does, like your captcha recognition service does what it needs to do, or if you're doing it manually, ensure that you don't make errors in the captcha and so on. I've already built. That's it. It will add in your step down. So entering your captcha. For the sake of the logic, I'd say enter it in wrong first time. Just remove them quickly because I've already got them in there. And then right click the field. Right, so a bug with zennoposter 5 at the moment is it doesn't have the option to say to it, right, this field is for the captcha result. So a way to get around this is to come over to your template. Stop recording quickly, that's it. And do something to make it recognise that field so that it gives you the step in your template. Once that's done, open up your action property. Click the step that you just brought into it. And just remove that quickly. Basically, you'll have your profile step for basically, say you used your name to get it or whatever. Basically, delete whatever is there. Right click your captcha step up here and select copy variable. Once you have your variable, simply paste it into the box and close it. And basically now what it's going to do is, instead of entering whatever you use to select the box, it's going to enter in the captcha result. So after that's done, add your pull step in and fill this out wrong quickly. Yep, that's definitely wrong. Scroll down, hit the accept button. Now the reason that I said enter it wrong is because you want this bit of text here to come up. The characters didn't match the picture, please try again. Right click it, create your checkered text presence, which I've already got here. And after your click on the I accept button, put in a pull step for say 5 to 8 seconds. I think I've done 8 seconds. This gives it enough time to check the captcha and see whether it's right or wrong, and for that text to appear. Because with that text, you're now going to say, right, so go from that pause, take the text, prepare it with JavaScript, and if it's true, go back to your captcha and then do it again. So it's going to re-ask for the captcha and then enter it and click until it gets right. So this time, if we enter it in right, CPSLWR, click I accept. You may want to run your debug here, by the way, guys, just to make sure it definitely finds the text. You should know how to do that by now, but just in case you don't, obviously go into your action property and click your take text, prepare JavaScript, and all, like your 3 logic steps there to make sure that it's like not included a couple of tabs or space or whatever. So once you've clicked I accept and you've got that sorted, say to it, right, so if you don't find that text, come down. Now pause 10 seconds. The reason I've said to it to pause 10 seconds is because on this screen here, Outlook tend to take quite a while to make it pop up, but you normally get a, here we go, yep. So basically this bit here takes quite a while to pop up, so I've like put in a 10-second pause step so it's got enough time, and then I've created like a little mini loop. Basically here I've taken the text and said to it, right, I've taken that text there, sorry, welcome to your new inbox, And I've said to it, right, so if you don't find it, come back up and pause for another 10 seconds. And then check for the text again. If it's still not there, again, come up, wait for 10 seconds and come down. So it's going to keep looping on itself until it finds that text. So once it finds the text, it is going to, if I wind in this open quickly, it's going to click this button here, just here on the right, open up a bit more so you can see it a bit better. So it's going to click continue to inbox, and done. So we now have our email account over here, our Outlook account, and we've got the steps there. So there's your text to check for it, which is the loop, as I've said. And then once it finds the text, it clicks that, it pauses 5 seconds, and it writes to file. So yeah guys, that is pretty much all there is to using logic. Obviously there's advanced logic, which I'll be showing you in another tutorial still, but this tutorial is literally just to teach you how to use basic logic to get your templates on the, like, going on the right track. So now that we've done that, if we hit restart to restart the template and let it run through, we'll see how it goes. Open it up a bit more so actually so you can see it. Right, so it's cleared its cookies, it's cleared its cache, it's now going to Outlook. Now if you remember in part 1 of the tutorial, I had these logic steps here. Basically it's checking for the copyright logo, it's found it, it's now clicking sign up now, it's detected the page is loaded. Remember we added that pause step there just in case it didn't detect it, because the next step is the logic step. So obviously if it loads too quick and it don't find the logic step, then it's going to go astray. Scroll it over a bit. Right, so it's now detected the page is loaded, it's waiting 5 seconds. It's going to check for who are you, which as you can see is there. It's found it, so it's now going to do the name. It's going to wait. Last name. Generate, remember the variables with the random numbers, so it's detected March. Again, random number for a random birth date. Random year between 1980 to 1990. Random gender. Now it's going to do your details. It's now going to do your security question with a random number to choose a random question. And if you remember for the name we done profile name, profile surname with your index. Now with the captcha, the template won't continue until you enter in your captcha. So if we enter this one wrong, just to show you the logic in full action. So it's going to click pause, click I accept, sorry, pause for 8 seconds to give it enough time, and there's the captcha loaded. And as you can see, our text is there, the characters didn't match, so it's found that text and it's now come back up to here and given us the new captcha. So KX3DD8R3 and enter. Now if we close that, it's now entered in our captcha result. It's waiting 8 seconds, I think. Yep. So it's taken the text, and for some reason it's found it. Oh no, it didn't. Nope. Yep, that's fine. My bad. So as you can see, it waited for 10 seconds. It's taken the text. It's not found it, so it's come back up to wait. One thing I forgot to show you just now, guys, is the rights file. I'll show you that in a minute because obviously you need it to save the details that you've used to create the account. And this time it should find the text. So it's taken the text. Obviously it ain't going to go no further than that because the page is still loading. Oh no, it's finally done. Right, so now it's found the text. It's going to click that button, I continue, and there you go, we are now in to our account. We're waiting and we're writing to file, and it should come up down here on the bottom left, bottom right, sorry, project success. There you go. So now if we go to our folder quickly, where are we? CP tutorials. Right, created. Now the last one we done was this one here, I believe, Natty Code. Yeah, just double check that quickly. So Joel cuts. Where are we going? Over here. Copy that. Open up your browser. Right, so head over to outlook.com. Now with the last details in that file, paste them in. And as you can see up here, Joel cuts, which is the same as our Outlook on zennoposter. So obviously that email account has definitely worked. And that is pretty much all it is to it, guys. Right, just quickly with the right to file, if you open up your action designer, or action property tree, sorry, branch, tree, branch, both made out of wood. Yeah. So over here in your what to write, you put whatever value you used to make the email. So in this one I use profile.login followed by @outlook.com with your column separator, which can be your colon, semicolon, comma, whatever you want it to be, followed by your profile password. In the file path it is simply project directory, which is just there, followed by the file name, so created.txt, and obviously in the drop down menu I selected write text. So that's all I've done to save the file and save the login details. As you know, for these I've basically said for it to check text. Same for the ones up there, and then obviously you've got your captcha, your recognition result, your steps, your click, and that is pretty much all that is new from part one. Part one I left you at zip code, innit? So yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. I shall drop the download link in this video as well. It's already in part one. Download it, use it, give it to your friends, do whatever you want with it. Make sure you've got a decent amount of proxies though, because you're only allowed to make 3 accounts per IP per day, per 24 hours basically. Sorry for the time it's taken to upload this, guys, but one, I've not been well, I'm still a bit poorly now, but I'm getting there. And secondly, I had a few rendering issues the other night. I basically left my computer rendering for the night, went to bed, woke up in the morning, and I don't know what caused it to crash, but something caused it to crash. It produced all of the video bar the last 10 minutes, which was the bit that I've just shown you pretty much. So yeah, my apologies for that, guys. Hopefully the system should be a bit more stable now. It shouldn't happen again. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe for future templates, maybe, possibly, don't know, and future tutorials. I shall speak to you later, guys. Take care, bye.